Calling Tim Becker, Republican, Manchester Registrar. I guess he works there.
Hello, are you still there?
Yeah.
Sorry for the wait. He's unavailable. Can I take a message and have him get back to you?
Sure, I'm reading a decision of a judge on the screen that was from the Stamford Superior Court, and it's Judge Kremrich. I don't know if you know him.
No.
Okay, well, Judge Kremrich has a ruling saying that Tim Becker claims that I solicited signatures from dead people in the 2022 election. No, I did not. So he cost me about $100 million. I'd like to speak to him.
Right. I will pass on the message. What is the number he can reach you at?
203-561-0840. Maybe we can schedule a meeting because I need to depose him now, since I've got a volume of voter fraud information. In other words, there are over 20,000 people on the voter registrar list that are over 100 years old, and there's more than a few hundred over 223 years old that voted. Now, they're dead, right? And they're voting. And I don't know them, but your friend there, Mr. Becker, is accusing me of contacting these people. Yeah, I bought a database, right, of email addresses. I didn't know the people's names. I bought an email address list of registered voters, and I sent them all an email. 1.5 million emails. You understand? Okay. And 57,962 people emailed me back and answered the questions, the names and the addresses I collected. You understand? They told me they would like to see my name on the U.S. Senate ballot in the 2022 election, right? And then Mr. Tim Becker, I guess he spoke to Ken Dixon at the Current and made...
I know nothing of it.
Well, anyway, there's an article. There's 5 articles, actually. And Mr. Becker claims that I solicited dead people for signatures and falsified them, when in fact I sent an email to 1.5 million Connecticut residents who responded electronically.
Okay.
The electronic law. Connecticut passed a law in 2020 saying that instead of me shaking everyone's hand due to COVID, since I was running for U.S. Senate, that I could send them an email and they could respond, tell me their wishes. Okay, so I had them fill out a whole bunch of questions, their occupation, their date of birth, you understand? And I didn't buy their names or their dates of birth or their profession. Well, everything you need to know to solicit a signature for a petition. Now, what happened here is I collected these 57,962 signatures. And guess what? Mr. Tim here said I was contacting dead people, so the state of Connecticut failed to process it. Interfered in a federal election, which violates the Hatch Act and the Hobbs Act, which is quite serious. So I'd like to know what he said to Ted Bromley, why he led them to believe that I violated the law when in fact I followed it to the letter. If you look up Executive Order 7WW, Lamont made an order relaxing the signature process to include electronic signature, which is what I did. I have 2 websites that collected the data. And like I said, I sent 1.5 million emails. So the first email response was getting the name and address, and then I asked them again, if you want me to put you on the ballot, if you will put me on the ballot, I need to know this information and what your intentions are, and they checked all the boxes, or else I wouldn't know who they were. So somehow,
I've written everything down because I do have to get back to something.
Okay. Well, give me an email. Give me an email address, please.
I'll have him. I'm sorry?
Yeah, let me have an email address of someone or the town, because I need him to be deposed. By the way, the state lost 96% of the ballot information. Do you understand? That means those are 50,000 felonies. So Mr. Becker contacted the newspaper. They wrote an article, and the state destroyed 50,000 ballots and claimed those people were dead based on his statements. Well, I can assure you, I went to a baseball game, met 10,000 disabled people, and every single person that signed my petition who was deaf or blind or had MS or was living in a wheelchair or, had cerebral palsy, every single one of their signatures that was destroyed is an ADA violation in addition to a felony. So Mr. Becker has committed, I think, 50,000 felonies, which is a record, as far as I know. So the town of Manchester is behind this. You have no business destroying handicapped people's signatures that are used to gain access to a ballot. You understand?
Can you hold on just a second? I have to put you down for a second.
Yeah, I need an email address.
All right.
You realize he took an oath to not to violate.
Do you have a pen?
Yeah, I'm ready.
tbecker.
tbecker.
ManchesterCT.gov.
Only one period. tbecker at ManchesterCT.gov.
Yes.
So there's no dot between T and Becker.
No.
Okay. He took an oath.
All right.
He took an oath.
I have to get back to work. There's nothing I can do for you further than that.
Well, I need to know who else is
Have a good
involved.
day. Thank you.
Yeah.